guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and on today's video I'm going to be starting my Halloween videos. So the look I'm doing today is my galaxy and my alien side. So if you're interested in how to achieve a look like this and you're thinking about doing this for Halloween, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, to start my look today, I'm going to be using a lot of different eyeshadow palettes and different products to create my outer space alien look. So first we're going to prep the face with some primer, and the primer I'm going to use is the Professionals Pore Primer from Benefit that I got in one of my BoxyCharm boxes, and I really do like this primer. It seems to work, and it makes my skin really smooth and blurs out my pores. My favorite eye primer at the moment is Pretty Vulgar, and that's the brand name, and it's just eyeshadow primer. I also discovered this in a BoxyCharm box, and I have been obsessed with it. There's no creasing at all. If I put my makeup on in the morning, I still have a really good through the night. And you're not supposed to sleep with your makeup on, but sometimes if I accidentally fall asleep with it on, if I'm just really tired, the next morning my eyeshadow is still on. So I really like this primer. So now all the primer is set. So I'm going to be using, like I said, a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes to create the look I'm doing today. And you're going first of all, for this look, you're going to need a lot of time to create it. But I'm going to start off with the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I'm going to just start with my eyelid. So I'm going to start off with Wealthy on the lid with just my finger. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with a blending brush, and I'm going to use JH33 from Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration. It's one of my favorite blending brushes. And I'm going to just start off with the blues. So I'm going to start off with Blue Blood right here. And just put it on the brush, tap off excess. And then just start covering the lid. I'm going to leave this white. So I'm just doing the outer corner, and you want to just blend it in. And you really want to be dramatic. Being dramatic today because we're trying to look like outer space. And it's okay if it starts coming out because I need this whole side of my face to be blue, so it's perfect. I want to go all the way up to the brow bone, all blue. Keep going out with it all the way to your hairline. And you want to just make it as blue as to your preference. It's your galaxy, so you can kind of start off with what I'm doing and then add in your own flair to it. But I'm going to keep it like this because I'm going to mix in more colors. So then I want to start to get it a little bit darker. So I'm going to, yes, use the same blending brush, but I'm going to go on the kind of like the other side. And I'm going to start going now into this one right here, which is Blue Monday. And I'm going to start like blending it in to where I left off. Somewhat purples in the galaxy, so I'm going to go in with another brush. This is the Stone brush from the Harry Potter collection. And I'm going to place some purple shade here. Now I'm going to go into the Mercury Retrograde by Huda Beauty palette. And I'm going to go right into Libra. And then tap off excess, and I'm just going to place it on the inner lid. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm gonna get another brush, and this is just a blending brush from the Morphe Glance Party collection. It's not labeled or anything. It was one of their collections that came out last Christmas for New Year's. And yeah, so I'm just gonna use that. I'm gonna go in with Back to the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm gonna go into the shade right here, which is Unstoppable. And then I'm going to kind of blend the two colors together, Libra and Blue Blood together. Get some of that up here too. Again, this is Untouchable. Shade. I use Untouchable now and put it underneath here. Start going along my nose. Underneath. Go all the way down with this shade. So I'm grabbing, because I'm realizing I'm going all the way down, I'm gonna grab from BH Cosmetics Zodiac collection. It's brush 1, and I'm gonna go in with Untouchable, just like that, and continue to go all the way down. And it's getting some of I'm Cold in there, which is perfect. So just kind of taking the large brush, going in between these two colors, which kind of remind me of Cotton Candy, but just kind of going into it. And like, see how it's mixing? And I want that for my face. So I'm gonna just do that here, which is perfect. It looks so pretty on the brush. You can see the different colors. Again, just keep going. And adding it on there. I'm gonna do the same thing, same brush, go up here, start doing above my eyebrow. Keep going in, same brush, same two colors, I'm Cold and Untouchable. I want more of Untouchable in here, so I'm gonna go in with the little brush again, just to really define the color here, just here. Stopping at my eyebrow. So there's my eyebrow. I'm just doing this half. Now I'm going to take the smaller brush too and follow my eyebrow and do my nose. And it's just with shade Untouchable. Okay, and now I'm going to do Untouchable but under my lip, keeping it all on the same line. Doop. Alright, the same brush I'm going to go in I'm Cold. Again, this light blue shade. And start mixing in a little bit. Okay, and I want this to be more blue. So I'm going to go back in with this BH1 brush, but I'm going to go in with Blue Monday, and it's probably going to grab some of this ice tray right here, which is perfect. And it's okay that it's the same brush because I need all these colors to mix together. And I'm just going to kind of go over it. And I'm going to start in this corner because I need this corner to be darker. So I got this like round thick brush. It's just like a mermaid tail. I got this from Box Lunch. And I want to go in now with Ocean Ice right here. It's like this really deep blue sparkle color. And like that. And I'm going to just start swirling it right here. Circular motion. And kind of go all the way down and up. Same shade. And it's now starting to add that shimmer. I'm gonna grab another brush. It's like an angled type brush, and it's also from the Morphe Glance Party. And now I'm going to go in with Nebula from the Mercury Retrograde from Huda Beauty. I'm going to start putting that in the purple side. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush now because I need it to all mix together, and I'm also going back to the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty, and I'm using Ultraviolet. And start putting it here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush JH32, and I'm going to go in with Haze from the Haze from the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. It's like this color here, and I want to kind of like start mixing it in, you know, because the galaxy is like fun colors. Same brush, and now I'm going to go in with shade Entitled from the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I go in with that big brush from BH Cosmetics, brush 1. I'm not going to add any product to it, and I'm going to kind of go around and mix everything that I just did. Now I'm going into Bloodlust from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I want to go into the shade right here, which is Blood Queen. So at home, if you don't have these palettes, that's fine. Just find some blues, purples, some greens, some like the aqua green, anything you have. You just kind of mix it in, whatever colors that match your galaxy. That's just you kind of keep mixing and blending in. So I'm gonna grab another brush from the Tarte palette. It's just a brush that came with one of my Tarte palettes, and I'm gonna go in with that queen. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go in with the Blood Queen. Just like a blending brush. And I'm gonna start kind of putting it in here. And line here. And a line here. So I have the lines all over. I'm gonna go in with that brush from BH Cosmetics and mix it all in. Now I'm gonna go in with that other little brush that I used earlier and start really blending in that deep purple color. I might need a little bit more, so I'm gonna add some more. Switching palettes again now. I'm in the Ravenclaw palette from the Ulta Harry Potter collection, and I want a deeper blue, so I'm using Twilight. I'm using brush from BH Cosmetics, brush 7. Going into Twilight. And going right in the middle here. Exactly what I needed. Start just mixing it in anywhere you feel. I go back in now with this brush here, which is JH32, going back into shade Entitled here, and kind of just go around and tap it all over. Go back in with brush BH7, and this had from the Ravenclaw palette, Twilight, go a little bit more, tap off excess, and do the same thing. Going back into the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, going in with Undertake here, which is like a deep blue but almost black shade. Use a bigger brush here. This is just a brush, I don't even know where I got this, but, and I just need it to be like a blush brush. And I need to put it here in the corner. I want it to be really dark over here. Alright, it looks like it needs some more purple. So, I know a lot of different brushes, switching around. If you use the same brush on something that you already did, it's fine because it's all mixing together. And I just need some more purple. So I'm going to go back into the Bloodlust palette here. I'm going to go back into Blood Queen with the brush from that Tarte eyeshadow palette. Just grab blending brushes, so whatever blending brush that you have. It's just kind of like shaped like this. I got more of the Blood Queen, and I'm going to start tapping in because I need more purple to be around here. Just kind of go in a circular motion. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Betrayal right here, and just on my finger from the Bloodlust palette, and tap it underneath my eye. Be very gentle with this part of your eye. Cool. I'm going to go into Scandal Water, which is like a purple blue, and kind of mix it in there. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the actual eye, and I'm going to use brush Morphe from Jaclyn Hill JH41. It's like a flatter brush. I'm going to go into Ultraviolet here. Be careful with glitters. You don't want to get it in your eye. Tap off excess and just place it on where I had my purple shade, which was Libra, which was also from the Mercury Retrograde palette. I know I'm going back and forth with palettes, but like I said again, any palettes that you have, purples, blues, greens, go ahead and use it. The best of how you do it, and just kind of mix around and play with it. I'm going to go in now with Lich from the Mercury Retrograde palette with Huda Beauty, and just place that right in the corner. Okay, now I'm going into the Slytherin palette from the Ulta Beauty Harry Potter collection, sorry. Okay, and I'm going to use Black Lake. So this is JS6 from the Morphe Jeffree Star collection. Going in with Black Lake. Ooh, when I use black shades, they make me so nervous. Okay, I'm gonna go into the corner here and start piling it on there. The Jaclyn Morphe brush JH33 that has the Blue Moon Monday shade. Get a little bit more Blue Monday, which again is this shade. I know I'm all over the place with this tutorial, and I'm gonna kind of go back over Black Lake so you get a nice blend. The Jeffree Star brush, and again it's JS6, going in with the Black Lake and kind of going along my jaw here. I'm gonna go in now with brush Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH30. Again, I'm just trying to find rounded brushes. It doesn't have to actually be exact blending brushes or anything, just anything that's kind of like this shape. And I want to go in with Ivy here. Give me some more of this different shade of the green. Kind of mix it in, just tapping it around. Okay, so I'm done with my eyeshadows. I really like how it looks and blended, and the colors, so you can make it as deep purple, as deep blue as you want, but this is what I'm digging. I like this. So now I'm going to go in with Morphe Concealer, and it's C000. Is that how they do their shades? I don't know. And it's on my hand here. It's going to be like my paint palette. And I am also going to dip this in here. This is brush Fine Line from Lavish. And it's like a very thin brush. And I'm going to start just doing some dots. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't like how that came out. So I ended up I'm not gonna do that anymore. Sometimes things just don't work out. So I just started kind of blending everything in. It's okay if there's like spots and stuff, because that's kind of just like how your galaxy is. So I'm just kind of going in again, just with all the brushes that I used. And just kind of going over what I did. Because I'm not a fan of that at all. Just kind of going back in with Libra here. So kind of just doing everything I did first. Just try to get rid of what I just did. Pretty much covered all that up. Okay, so just scratch that. I don't really like that. If you know how to come up with that a better way, then I say go for it. But I just didn't like that. But I'll come back to that. I'm gonna try something else. But first, I'm going to now do some eyeliner. I'm going to use the Epic Ink Liner from NYX. Apply. Let's get some mascara going since Princess Lash. Then, for the rest of the liner underneath, I'm going to go in with the 24/7 by Urban Decay Glide Pen, and this is shade Junkie. Alright, I'm going to try this again. And it's the Morphe Concealer, just with the Lavish brush. I guess I'm just going to do a couple dots here. Okay, so that is the galaxy side. Now I have to do the alien side. Okay, so if you want to just stick with the galaxy look, then you could do this and then just do this eye, like how I did this eye, or you could just do your whole face, however you feel, whatever you feel is best for you. Now, if you've continued to keep watching and you're still stuck with me, thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm going to do this side like an alien look. I know this video is super long, but I'm doing two different looks. You could go like with alien and like this. You could just go like this, however you feel. Then I just want to show you some possible ideas for Halloween. So we're going to go ahead and now do the alien side. So if you want to know about that, then keep on watching. I'm going to go in with Libra, and I'm going to start that on my eye over here. I'm in the Mercury Retrograde by Huda Beauty palette. Let you see it again if you're skipped all the way to this portion of the video. And then I'm going to go in with a blending brush now, and I'm going to go in with the Harry Potter Ulta Slytherin palette again. And I'm going to just use another brush from that Morphe Glance Party. I know there's like eyeshadow and everything going everywhere, but I'm going to actually go in with shade Herb here and just put a smoky in the corner. When I think of aliens, I think of green and pink and purple. like this shade of pink and purple. Okay, and then now I'm going to go back into the Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty, and I'm going to use the shade Haze here, and I'm going to use the stone brush that I used earlier. It's from the Harry Potter collection as well, and I'm going to go in with Haze with this brush. I'm going to place it in the middle here between the two shades and kind of blend it in the corner. Now I'm going to use this shade up here as well on my brow bone. Go back in with that Morphe brush, kind of blend the two together. No harsh lines here. I'm going to go in again with this Morphe brush with Herb shade here, and I'm going to start bringing it up a little bit. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and kind of clean this up. Now I'm going to go in with another brush here, a Morphe brush. I'm going to go in with Pebble. In between what I did, add some outside here. I'm gonna go in with the Ivy Sparkle shade here from the Slytherin palette. Kind of like tap it on here so I get some sparkles. And then I'm going to go in with Toad, which is a sparkle shade, and start doing another line in the middle. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm switching palettes again. I'm going to use the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Wake and Bake, and I'm going to use just the same brush I used earlier, and I just needed a lighter green color, and I'm going to again go over here with it. I'm going in now with the Conspiracy palette because I need a yellow like this, which is Food Videos. And again, using the same brush, just gonna go in there. I know I have like a million palettes using for this. I need like a yellow tint. And I'm also gonna use this up here as well. So enough with that. That's so many different palettes. I'm just trying to find the right shades to complete this look. Oh, almost there. I'm gonna go now in with Design Label from the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, and I'm gonna just place the shimmers over the shades I used earlier just to add some sparkle. And then I need to blend this out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to put some concealer on and foundation. So I'm going to use the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. Just draw a line there. I started with the Beauty Blender, but I realized I wanted to use the Morphe M173 brush for my concealer because I really like how this applies it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Leave a little more. Alright, now I'm going to put my foundation on the bottom, and I use the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Foundation. And I'm just going to apply this on this brush too, and just apply it down here. So foundation and concealer is all applied. So now I'm going to go in with the herb shade here. So I'm going to use the Face Bake and Blend brush by Huda Beauty, and I'm going to go in with the herb shade on the angled side. Use this angled brush here, which is BH brush 6 from the Zodiac collection. Tap off accent, kind of blend it in so it's not so hard. Alright, perfect, just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner from NYX and my beautiful ring light. I do not like how that looks. It's okay, I'm gonna fix it. Just take my magic eraser wipe here. But there's just a makeup wipe, and I'm just gonna fix it because I am not a fan of that at all. It's like, come on, Alyssa, you can do better than this. And just fix it up just like that. I'll just touch up a little concealer there. A little bit on my finger. It's like it never happened. Ta-da! And just like that. Okay. Almost done. I'm gonna draw some black circles here. Did the point like I did on the other side. I'm gonna go back in with the Urban Decay Glide On shade Junkie, just like I did on this side. Okay, and then the lipstick I'm gonna use, it's really gonna go with my look today. It's the only shade that I have. Unfortunately, though, it is the Shane lipstick. I don't really know how I feel about him right now, but I'm using this color because I need this color. But you always want to put on chapstick. See how perfect this shade went, so I had to use it. But yeah, so that is my look. So my look has been completed, my alien and my galaxy. So I hope you liked how I did this. If you do to look like this too, or have anything to add that you would like to let me know, comment below. If you have any questions about how to do this, also comment below. I want us to all grow together and help each other out. I really hope that you liked my video, and thank you for sticking around this long. If you have made it to this part, if you want to see more from me, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos on Wednesday, and I will be seeing you next time. Bye guys.